Hey everyone, it's Enryu, and Riot just buffed the most annoying ADC, Caitlyn. They just gave her 2 AD on the last patch for free, just for fun, no apparent reason, and I'm not the best Caitlyn player, I'm a Neela player, all if you know this. So I'm gonna play in Challenger basically first timing her. Well, not first time, maybe like third time or second time, but you basically get the idea. The fact that I can make this champion work in this elo will tell you how easy it is so that you don't have to overthink. Because when many people think about Caitlyn, they have to think like, oh, I have to be really ahead, I have to really know how to play her, I have to do like the XFSN combos, and like I played like Guma Yusi, but that's just not really true. All you need to do is just be able to auto, and that's it. So right here we just got lane prow, just pushing waves. When you're playing Caitlyn plus range support, you want to do that. Lucian dashes into us. We're gonna use our range and hit him. Q hits both of them. I aimed up there because that's pretty much the only way Lucian can walk, right? Because I have a trap below him. So pop a barrier right here. And when he gets caught by the Lux Q, then I just, Q him. Basically, you want to use your traps in a way where you want to limit their movement, right? So where you're afraid that they're going to come from, then you limit that, and then you just Q the areas where you know they're not going to step, which is into your traps. So essentially, you're kind of just like playing around with your environment such that you don't let them walk wherever they want and they feel pressured. And when that happens, you just try to find opportunities where you can catch them off guard, right? Right here, my Q misses, but that's okay. I am a little low. Lucian is like lower health, but as Caitlyn, you usually don't want to be like around half health. Otherwise, you're just really susceptible to like an all-in. Right here, Lucian probably won't all-in me as long as I don't take any more poke. But I do want to use my headshot autos onto him if possible. So right now I'm just looking for like a rage advantage auto, right? Because I have higher range. If he walks up, I'm going to hit him and I'm going to instantly walk back, right? As long as I don't need to farm. If I need to farm, then I should prioritize to farm first. And then, get my headshot back, which is 6 autos on your passive, and just auto him whenever I can. Okay, right here, he actually ends up blowing on me. Put a trap right below him to, discourage him from going any further. So that wasn't like the best trade. It wasn't the worst either. It's just I lost a lot more damage then. Lucian flashes on us here. Doesn't end up killing me because I flash away. But it's like not the greatest because I do need to recall. I don't have barrier, I don't have flash. If any jungler comes about right now, it's like guaranteed 1 kill, I think. So right now I'm just hitting the minions, trying to push as fast as I can. As soon as I get the cannon, I'm just planning on recalling, because I don't really want to stay. If they stop my recall though, I probably will stay, given that I don't give Lucian any opportunities. And our Ribbon already wants FF after dying once, which is not ideal. She's kind of just tilted. And right now I really want to recall, but Lucian stops me. He ends up burning his cleanse. I probably would not have finished the recall anyways because he's pushing the wave so fast that I'm basically guaranteed to lose the minions. So I'm probably just gonna try and shove this wave. Since he's out of mana, I don't think he'll try to contest me anymore. And then after this wave, I don't have to really worry because the wave will be reset, right? If anything, maybe Lux can help me hold the next wave so that it pushes towards us, but it's the same thing. And then we're back in lane with the BF sword. Neela gets caught here. I just trap under the Lux Q, the Lux binding, and then he's snared. And I just E and double auto him. And then for the Lucian, since we violed him, he's just dead. So basically what I did there was not really anything special. I just trapped him, which gave me one like automatic headshot onto the guy, onto the Milio, and then my E also, like when you hit your E, you get another headshot. So that was 2 headshots in a row. Sometimes you can do like the triple headshot if you already have a headshot lined up, but that's a little bit like more complex, I guess. And I don't think you really need to know that mechanic. I think as long as you play Caitlyn, like play around her autos, play around her range, you can't really mess up. There's like very limited things you can do to mess up on this champion. Just like don't walk up too far. We get dragon here, and the enemies just walk into us, and then they die. So right here, I would recall since I am half health, but since there's a wave coming into us, I would like to just go back to my turret. Of course, we're taking the safe way. I'm going to E over the wall here and walk through the inner side of my lane. Because if I walk back here, Lucian could always just like ambush me, just like stand between me and the wave, and then I can't get anything, right? I'll just lose all my minions or maybe even my life. So just take the safe way. It's not like there's a rush anyways. End up ulting him here for fun. I probably shouldn't have. Probably shouldn't have hit this minion either. So far so good. We're 100% KP. Gonna have to E this minion though in order to get it. And I'm probably just going to try and recall here unless he stops me. Okay, so it looks like he's gonna stop me, so I'll stay. And all I have to do right now is just wait for my Lux to get back to lane. They might try to dive me since Lucian is level 6, so I'm gonna have to hover my Lux. Make sure that I'm standing like near my support so that she can help me. And once my support is back, I don't have to be as scared anymore. And just farm these minions. And just look for a recall timer. Like honestly, the recall timers are really messed up this game. There are a lot of fights going on. And you know, you're not always gonna get the best recall timers, but as long as you do your risk management, like, okay, if I stay here, like, what are the chances of me dying, right? Like, I don't have mana, but I have a lot of health and I have a lot of range to farm, so the chances of me dying here aren't that high. I choose to stay, but now I kind of want to recall, if possible. Looks like he's gonna stop me though, so looks like we're not gonna recall yet. Milio takes half his health here trying to stop us or help Lucian. Our Vi is here to bail us out, I think, so we can just try and push this wave. The thing about this is you never want to go for the gank. You never want to play for the kill because I have no mana, and all I want, like my goal is just to recall. So if I try to play for a gank or a dive, then it's really bad, right? Our jungler was here to hover us to apply pressure. So our job is to recall, and we're going to do that and just get out. In this game though, I don't really think I can auto that much because like if you look at their comp, it's Gwen, TF, you know, Mbessa. I don't think I want Yuntao here. I just want Collector. I think usually Collector is better anyways, unless you're really playing against melee compositions where you can free auto them like 20 times a fight. Their TF just instantly gets popped. So yeah, I'm gonna go Collector here. The BF Sword was mainly just for AD. Like it's the best buy I can get, so I'll buy BF Sword. You know, our Riven is 0-4 now, but it's okay. We're still up 5 kills. Like the rest of the team has 5 kills, so it is what it is. Once I get back to lane, as long as I'm sure that my support is with me, then I'll start pushing the lane, try and get some platings. Like we are heading kills, but you know, the Mbessa is really fed, so we still have to try and pressure the enemies. Can't just like try and scale until like 40 minutes. Gonna push the wave here and then hit the turret, just keep hitting turret until someone comes and defends. When TF comes, then like we can play a little bit more far back. And just like always pay attention to where the enemies are on the map. Since their bot lane looks like they're walking back down, we should back off for a bit. Keep the TF here for 400 damage. Like, I'm telling you, this Caitlyn champion is like not very fair at the moment. Every single patch or every other patch, Riot buffs like one ADC and makes them like OP for the patch or like for a few patches. Caitlyn and Ashe are going to be the two strongest champions this patch. I think Caitlyn is probably the most annoying just because like of like her range. Like Lux ends up binding here, just W, and then E, and then double headshot. Alright, so after damaging the bot turret enough, we're gonna walk mid here because it looks like our mid laner is low health. Like when my mid is low health like this, then how I see it is she wants to recall anyway, someone has to take over mid lane, or there's gonna be like a wave just, you know, gone to the void. The turret's gonna get it. So I'm gonna hold mid here. And then, you know, Aurora is a champion that can side lane as well, so it's gonna be fine. I can just stay mid for a bit. And after we get the objectives that we want to take, for example, either Dragon or Mid Tower, then I'll just like move somewhere else or something. But usually what you want to do is just to like collect whatever farm is possible on the map that you can walk to. Like right there, I could just recall and walk mid, right? I didn't have to like sacrifice anything. So it was a good play, right? I can take mid wave, my Aurora can go bot after recalling. None of us will lose much. And at the moment, we have pretty good CS as well. This is like kind of 9 CS per minute. There was a lot of fighting, so I think 9 CS a minute is pretty good this game. Like I don't think I can get like 10 or 11 CS. Okay, and our Vi dies here. So you know, Lux lands with another binding here. It's the same thing. W, E, Q, auto, auto again. Just double headshot. I mean, if he didn't die to my autos, then I would have just ulted him and Collector would have gotten him anyways. But yeah, that's basically you just want to play with your traps off like your teammate CC or like the enemies. Just like if they just walk into it, just do that combo. You know, there's not only one combo, you can kind of just do it based off of your feeling. As long as you get your W and E, Q off of them, they're pretty much guaranteed dead at this stage of the game. Like anyone who takes like a Lux binding And then like my double headshot to the face of the Q, like they should be dead. Like I don't even need to use ult. Right here though, I think we're stepping a little too far. Like yeah, TF spawned again. He flashes on me. So yeah, this was like pretty unfortunate. I shouldn't have been there. I should have been paying more attention to you know, TF spawn time. I should have known that he had R, so that was just a bad play in general. Ended up giving over 700 gold for free. Like that's the kind of mistake that can lose the game. So if there's anything you can learn from this, it's don't overstay. It's you know, really hard to be disciplined sometimes, but these are the type of things you have to not do, especially when you have a bounty, which I did. So if we lost the game, then that play would have been the reason why, right? It would have been the start to everything. Because I just gave the ADC free 700 to 800 gold. Right away, we're back though, back in lane. Lucian dashes on us for some reason. Gonna place a W, trap, he's dead. I mean, it was just like, I don't know why he dashed onto me. Probably didn't expect my team to be there. But now we can just take the mid tower and just maybe do Rift Herald or just recall. So far so good. Did make a mistake, but we're kind of bringing it back. Like the gold difference should be opening up again. Like the gap should be wider. So what we want to do is just to get our Infinity Edge ASAP. I want to ideally recall with it because I don't really like buying the components. But if I find a good recall angle, I would never like not recall because this is still 1400 gold, right? You'd rather spend it than have it in your inventory, especially since Dragon is coming up. There's no wave to take. If I stay, I'm just wasting time. I might as well just stay, right? Sorry, I might as well just recall and buy my components. So this fight is going to be pretty important. Point, if you get 3 dragons, it's much more pressure on the enemies to fight and do something. But if you don't get it, then your tempo is kind of broken, right? Like you have 2 drakes, enemy gets 1, now you need 2 more to get soul. That's a lot of time stalled, right? So if you get this one and you're ahead, you're guaranteed life because, you know, in the next 5 minutes, the enemies will have to get a lead or try to close some gold lead so that they could fight this soul. Or if you get soul, it's kind of just GG. But as per usual, always go for the wave first. Don't greed, and just like give the wave, because if you give the wave, you're putting yourself at a worse spot. But right here, I think we should just do the dragon. I mean, enemies are TPing. It's like kind of an awkward position to be in. Gwen engages on me here. Unfortunately, Gwen is immune, so I can't do anything to her. She honestly should be dead. Unlucky, she's 1 HP. Lucian dashes on me. I do have barrier though, and Bessa ult doesn't land, so I'm pretty safe. Like, as long as I don't get hit by Bessa ult, I should be okay in these fights. You know, TF gets caught here. 1 kill. Unfortunately, we don't get any more. I think if we were a bit more lucky, we would have gotten like 2 more kills, but it's okay. As long as we get the dragon, it's fine. I don't think we should go for anything else here. This flash onto Gwen was pretty greedy, but it is what it is. Now I kind of don't want to re-enter. Like, I would prefer if our entire team just recalled first, because we're quite low, right? Personally, I don't feel safe being here. I think if we recalled and then walked out, we would be at a more advantageous spot, but I guess at the end it doesn't really matter. Gonna ult the Lucian here for some pressure so he doesn't walk up, and then just clear the minions. Sometimes you have to E the minion so that you could get extra damage on it so you could kill it. But, you know, reminder that if you don't have your E, you shouldn't walk up, shouldn't play aggressive. Even if you do have your E, you also shouldn't kind of play too aggressive because you're still Caitlyn at the end of the day. Range is your best friend. So staying far away from the enemies is always better as long as you can hit them. You know, the champion like Lucian could play a little bit more aggressive because he has a dash. Caitlyn, always try to play within your range, right? Like, of course, I'm not like an expert Caitlyn player, but as long as you follow the simple rule, you should be fine. Again, back mid again. Just want to push these waves ASAP, unless like there's like certain situations where you don't want to, but that's like a little bit too advanced. You don't really have to worry about that. All you have to remember for now is just try and push every single wave that you can as fast as possible mid lane, so you can either move somewhere else or that your team can do something else, right? Right here, right here, Bessa ults onto us. This is like kind of an awkward fight. I don't really like being in this position, but once they use all their damage, now I'm a bit more comfortable walking up. So Miller gets caught here by ult, and then we end up just one-shotting the guy. Like honestly, since they're down to support, all we have to do is kind of just play slow, and then we'll be alright. But this Otacon is also kind of annoying. Like Otacon's actually like violating our HP bars. But yeah, right now we should just recall and not go for anything crazy. And Bessa has no ult, so I'm not really that afraid of her. It looks like they are starting like Otacon though, so we should be like a bit careful. She ends up stepping on my trap, but unfortunately I'm not in range to hit her, otherwise she'll probably lose like 400 health. Gonna ult here to stop TF's recall, but I guess he stopped it anyways, and Bessa tanks the Caitlyn ult. And at this point I'm just thinking to myself, you know, they're recalling. I think we should just start the Otacon, right? Because like 2 of them are low, the rest of them probably already recalled. If we do this, we should do it pretty fast. Like we have Vi, Riven, Caitlyn, and if nothing goes terribly wrong, we should be able to get this for free. And like it's going down pretty fast. Gwen is here though, so all we gotta do is just rush this and then smite. Fortunately missed the smite, so we lose the Otacon. But this fight we should just like win. At the end of the day, it's not like the best because we don't get Otacon. And Bessa dies here too. Trap TF, like just trapping where he would exit. So 4 for 1, and they got Otacon. I honestly don't think that was really worth it. I don't think giving them Otacon was good. But honestly, if we got that smite off, or we smite it a bit later, and we got the Otacon, got 4 kills and Otacon, it would have been like GG right there. But right now we still kind of have to sweat a little. It's not like guaranteed win yet. So I'm gonna go down bot here, farm. I want to get my rapid fire cannon, only missing like 300, and this cannon's gonna give me like 100. So, you know, after I get this, I'm just thinking to myself, where can I get gold next? And I kind of want to recall here, but then I see that like my jungler's pathing top. That means he's not gonna go to Grom for a bit. I might as well just take it so I can buy my item. I would only recommend taking your jungler's camps when either 1, they're trolling already, or 2, they're like really just like inefficient, like just not taking it, not taking their camps, or when you just need that 1 camp for gold. Otherwise, like your jungler is gonna troll, right? This is like a bit higher elo, so the players are gonna be more reasonable, but still, yeah. Lucian is just like walking up for fun, so I'm just gonna hit him. I'm gonna click R here, hit Milio for 600. That's like not bad. We got Milio ult, and they're still half HP. Gotta be careful of Mbessa though. She's like the real person that can just kill me in these fights. As long as I dodge ult, like I should be fine. I do have a bit of lifesteal from my runes, so I should be okay, even if I take some damage in the beginning. However, this dragon though, very important. I should have been a bit earlier to set up for this already, but again, I'm like a beginner Caitlyn player, so my traps setup wasn't good at the beginning of the fight. It should be way better. I should have already walled off this area where Mbessa is, so she can't play the game. Okay. Gwen engages. I mean, honestly, I dodged the ult, but, you know, my teammate didn't, so I end up dying because that guy can just one-shot me as long as he sees me on his screen. But fortunately, they used everything on me, so our teammates were able to clean up the fight. That 1 trap there, the last trap, ended up helping them out, I think. But yeah, we should get this Ocean Drake pretty easily. It's a 1v2, you know, 2 of my teammates versus Ocean Drake, and we have a Ribbon, so it should be pretty free at least. Just a matter of time before they get it. So now with Ocean Soul, we're really strong. We should try to set up Baron. I should use my traps to wall off the area, and we should just play for the end after Baron. So that's like the game plan so far. I'm already 3 items. I'm like really strong. So all I have to do is kind of just set up waves, like push the waves, you know, blue trinket something if needed, and just make sure not to get caught. That's really like the main point. Anything else just doesn't really matter as much. I have flash, so I just gotta remember like to use it. So 25-26 minutes in the game, this is the point where as ADC you kind of just don't want to die anymore for like any reason. You just don't want to die unless you can literally kill like 5 of them and your teammates can end the game. So if I gets caught here, it's not the best, but I'm gonna play a bit more aggressive because they did use a bit on my Vi. I just want to make sure I clear this wave and, you know, hit whoever I can. So Milio's caught here. I'm gonna ult the Lucian here for damage to pressure him off the fight, and then our guys are dead. I mean, I can still play these fights, but I want to make sure I stay like a bit safe as well. Unfortunately, their Lucian got away, but it's okay. For how that fight started, the ending of it was really not that bad. I think if Lucian died, we could have ended the game, which is really unlucky because I feel like my collector should have procced if I had like 50 more damage on him, or maybe 100. Then we could just end the game right here, but the game will continue. Maybe I should have like flashed later, or like save flash. That probably would have been a better option. But I thought I could kill him there, but it's okay. We're gonna get Baron off this because 3 of them haven't spawned yet, and all of us are alive. As long as we get this Baron, we pretty much won the game, as long as nothing crazy happens. So it's kind of like the same thing. We just have to be a bit more patient. You know, instead of ending like right there, we just end in like maybe like 3 minutes or something, or 2 minutes. The only downside to this is I kind of burned my flash expecting us to just like completely win the fight and end the game. So I don't have flash now, which is pretty awkward. So yeah, we do have Baron and super minions. I'm just gonna push mid first. Like we could sync the waves here, but I wanted the gold first to make sure the gold doesn't go to waste. And we can just walk bot. I mean, as Caitlyn, I kinda can siege very well. It's just I need to be careful of Embezzle because I don't have flash. So as long as Embezzle doesn't get on me, we should be okay. We can play with Lux range and my range, and we can slowly just chip away the enemy towers. So I'll play like pretty aggressive here to try and hit the tower, but as soon as Embezzle starts walking up, I'm gonna walk back. Because if I get hit by her ult on their tower, then I'm like confirmed dead. And I want to use my traps in such a way where like I discourage her from walking up, right? Like I'm gonna trap off this area. Honestly, that line is like pretty bad. I should trap like more inside of their tower, but like I didn't want to walk up any further. So, you know, point is, it did its job, it is what it is. So now we got 2 inhibs. I'm honestly thinking about going for more, because I don't think there's anything to do right now. And Gwen just used her W, so she won't have W and R. So I want to hit here. I think they just used like important cooldowns, so if possible we should just try to fight. Okay, so Lucian gets caught by Lux mining here. Not much damage dealt onto her though. I get hit by an Embezzle ult. Fortunately, I am pretty sure Ocean Drake was the thing that saved me here. I'm just like walking out really far, you know, and then once the enemies aren't focusing me anymore, then I'll go back in and hit them. And that's pretty much the end of the game. So, no, I don't think I played great this game. But I think Caitlyn is still very strong. Like you saw, I didn't do anything flashy or crazy. I just played the range. Hope this video helped. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.